Never thought I'd see the day when Pookie would get his own comic, but here we are.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Godbreaker. The man who rules the world takes on the Asgardian god of thunder in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get your copy of John Haynes, Godbreaker in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Better get the cool slow, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue.
Before I take the Amoral Stingray to the barbecue, I wanted to give everybody an update on the SJS Direct 2026 catalog. Now, I've completed the first draft of all three of the SJS Direct 2026 books, and I'm about to start doing the editing of books like Isis Runway of Doom, Esteem a New Woman, and John Haynes, An Offer He Can't Refuse. And I'm hoping to be able to get those books out next year for everyone to pick up. And until then, you can pick up the books of the 2025 SJS Direct catalog, which include John Haynes' A Thorn in My Side, Esteem Season of the Witch Girl, and Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer. And all three of these books are available on Amazon.com for you to pick up in paperback or Kindle format. And they're also available at other online booksellers like Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. Now, one of my viewers sent me a whole bunch of comics for my 52nd birthday, and I really appreciate all the great books that they gave me. However, some of these books have me scratching my head about how they wound up getting published. I mean, I never thought I would ever see a comic which would revolve around a Pookie, but here we have with the Amoral Stingray, a comic that revolves around a Pookie type character in a story about him trying to find a way to go out here and hustle in them streets. Now, as he's hustling in them streets, he's running into the Sinister Saint, and the Sinister Saint is basically looking to go out here and hit him with the hands of God, as he's out here looking to try to take care, as Stingray is trying to take care of his sick grandma. And I'm wondering if the person who created this comic has decided to go into therapy, because they clearly do need their head examined for going out here and making a comic chock full of black stereotypes regarding black men. Now, this book, Amoral Stingray, basically it just had me shaking my head, because I never thought a day in my life I would be able to read a comic revolving around a Pookie type character, but here we are. And again, when it comes down to me in comics, I don't go out here looking to preserve these books in mint condition. No, I read my comics, and when I read this one, I just was absolutely, again, just disgusted, because here we got a black comic, and the black comic is full of stereotypes about a black character who basically is just Pookie, and this Pookie is again being presented as the hero in them streets, running around looking to again try to take care of his sick grandma, who's basically clueless about how he goes out here and makes his money. Now, this Pookie character is tormented by a Sinister Saint who's been running around in this area, again, looking to go out here and lay his hands of God on all of these people out here. A guy who's being, again, presented, again, as one of these religious zealots. And the whole story really doesn't come together very tightly, because we got the saint over here, and we got, again, the Stingray character with his grandma, who's got diabetes. I mean, how many stereotypes can you actually put into a comic? That's what I was wondering with this book. I mean, you got this guy. He's a grandson, and he's in this black Christian church, and he's again there because grandma is trying to get him right. but there's no getting him, right? Because he's a hot mess because his mama ain't in his life. And like I've said about boys who come from single mother households, mama broke him and there's no fixing him. And grandma's trying to go fix them when the thing that she should have been doing was getting hard on her daughter or letting that father handle business. Because had that father been there, you wouldn't have an amoral Stingray or a Pookie out here running in them streets. And this book basically has it where, again, this guy, again, has no real direction as related to his life. So by day, they're trying to put on the facade of the good boy to his good Christian grandma. And as he's putting on the facade of being the good boy for his Christian grandma, at night he's out in them streets. And as he's out in them streets, again, he's out here hustling as Stingray. But the whole thing is that as he's trying to do bad for good, they're trying to present him as a good guy. But there's nothing good about Pookie at all. No, nothing good about Pookie at all. And that's what really is the sad part. A lot of people trying to, again, make Pookie into a hero when Pookie is not a hero at all. No, Pookie is a broken, miseducated individual. And again, miseducated and misguided. And again, in this comic, they have it where, grandma's got diabetes. She can't get her diabetes medicine because she don't have no money. Because she's spending, I don't know what she's spending her money on, but I guess it's because the LeSaber's in the shop or something. But with all the bills due, what happens with Stingray is he's thinking, I gotta go out in these streets and I gotta go out here and pull some hustles, and that's where he runs afoul of the guy with the spiritual powers. I mean, one of the pages that really annoyed me was, he goes to the pharmacy to go steal the drugs for diabetes, but doesn't even know what it is because he can't even read. Again, I wondered, how do you get so many racist stereotypes into a comic about black people? I mean, I have to wonder, where do you get all these stereotypes from? Because it's just really sad to see somebody, again, thought this was a good idea for a comic. I mean, it just boggles my mind. You thought this was a good idea in 2025 to make a comic about a black male who comes from a household where he's living with his grandma. She's taking him to church and he can't read and he doesn't know anything about anything, and he's out here hustling in them streets. I mean, I've seen a lot of comics and I've seen a lot of indie comic creators come up with some crazy concepts, but this one just boggled my mind at how awful it actually is. I mean, for years, black people have been fighting against these type of stereotypes and fighting to push back to say that we are not these type of things. I mean, that's what I try to do with my material, like John Haynes, A Thorn in My Side. Here you have, again, a book where I'm showing you a black woman from the CIA, from the Black Boule, taking on a black man who she believes is a threat because he's educated and professional and basically presents a positive image of black manhood. Or like when I do with my book, Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl, an image of a black woman, again, who's beautiful and intelligent. Or Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer, an image of a beautiful black woman who's again sophisticated and going out in the year 2000. Again, I'm trying to present balanced images of black people, and again, these are the type of images that some people still trying to push out here. Again, with this Stingray character, again, don't know how to do nothing except, again, run them streets. And again, it's really sad that we have this type of comic. I mean, the Saint's trying to kill Stingray. I mean, but the irony is that he's gone. His grandma was taking him to church to learn the same religion that the Saint participates in. I mean, this book just basically is a hot mess of a comic. I mean, a complete hot mess. A hot mess that, again, I wonder how this guy was able to raise funding, but I know why they raise funding, because, again, when it comes to white folks, they love to see these type of stereotypes. They love to see these type of black people like I said in my videos about the workplace Pookies, they love Pookie because Pookie basically allows them to feel comfortable in their world. It makes them feel comfortable when they see Pookie because Pookie basically shows them that they don't have to worry about any sort of competition from anybody as related to their corporate system or their business world. So they love stuff like this, and they don't like to see no black man looking like this, like a John Haynes, and they definitely don't like to see no black man like what I present on this page right here, being on the cover of a magazine saying he's the man who rules the world. No, they want a man they can easily rule over, and that's why they would possibly love a Stingray. Again, don't want to see no positive image of no black man. Don't want to see no positive image of black women. No, that's not what people want in their media. No, they love them some Stingray, and Stingray basically is the type of comic that is just like Tyler Perry, chock full of stereotypes, chock full of a guy who basically is just basically a clown. And again, I looked at this book, and again, it's just a complete disappointment all around to me because it presented some of the worst images of black people, some of the worst stereotypes about black people. Again, black man doesn't know how to do anything, and again, the woman don't know how to teach him anything. There's no male figures to sit down and again teach this boy how to be a man. And again, it just was really sad because as someone who wants to try to present positive images of black manhood and black masculinity, I just looked at this book and again shook my head. I shook my head because again, this book basically showed me again how sad some people are as related to the image of black men in media, because this is not a comic I can recommend. Nope, can't recommend this one at all. I can't recommend this one at all because it presents some of the worst images of black people. Now, if you want to see positive images of black people, you can check out my comic, John Haynes at Death's Door, on Lulu.com. And you can get that book for the same price as the 2022 Kickstarter. And if you want to check out a positive image of black women, you can check out my comic, Esteem No Good Deed, on Amazon.com on Kindle for just 99 cents. Or you can pick it up in the Esteem series book, Esteem Blast from the Past. And if you also want to help out the channel and help me to continue doing comic reviews, you can, again, drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App, which I use to go out here and support other great indie comic creators who can make far better comics than this dreadful Stingray book. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available on Lulu. John Haynes at Death's Door. The man who rules the world takes on the Greek god of death in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes comic book. Get your copy of the first John Haynes comic at Lulu.com today. Now available in paperback and e-readers. John Haynes, 1987. Learn lessons about life and teenage love in the 1980s in this coming-of-age John Haynes story. Get your copy of John Haynes 1987 in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.